2017, the year that broke the professional wrestling fan. As a lot of you might be aware, Wrestling Jesus has closed his account again, and a lot of you are also aware that the Smart Busters aren't uploading his videos as what they've been frequently doing, and a lot of you are aware on this channel, I've been uploading fuck all for the past 6 months. And I kind of want to address this in general. This video is gonna be everywhere. It's probably gonna be a rant. There's a lot of things that I need to talk about because 2017 is the year that broke the professional wrestling fan. Me, myself included, I was usually a guy that would either watch it maybe once a month, maybe once every week, check out the clips and review it, or talk about it in a general way, talk about WWE news. From January to the summer, I was doing that, and then I kind of slowed down. A lot of you are aware that I haven't been uploading as much videos as I have, and there is a real reason why that is, and that's because I don't give a fuck no more. I generally don't care anymore about what's going on in WWE. You see, unlike other people, I decided to take a step back and cut that shit out. I haven't watched it since before SummerSlam. That's still the way it is. I haven't had enough time to. And I just feel as if the reaction from a lot of people in the wrestling community is that everyone's broken. And I don't mean that in a you know, a Matt Hardy way. I mean that in a general way. Everyone's broken. This is the year that broke the professional wrestling fan. Last year was terrible. The year after that was terrible. The year after that was terrible. Now, this year just broke everyone. I think a lot of people this was the year that hardcore wrestling fans, you know, fans that watch it religiously, that watch it and review it and stuff, eventually they just stopped. I think this year was probably the biggest that I've ever seen it. I think people just stopped watching it. You know, I think the only person that was even uploading videos was Charlie. You know, and fair play to Charlie. I couldn't even believe how he could still be making videos. Fair play to the guy. I can't. I just fucking can't, because I just look at the community and I look at the way things are going in the professional wrestling world, and it's just boring. You know, and a lot of people are saying to me, Jerry, upload a video on this and upload a video on that. But if I do that, it's going to be the same other videos that I do. If I want to make a video, I want it to be something that stands out. I want to get something, you know, for people to be talking about. I want something, you know, I want a good quality video. But professional wrestling now isn't giving us that. It's just boring. There's no reaction. There's nobody in the roster that I support now. There's nobody in this entire roster that I like. I don't even know what's going on anymore. I just generally don't care. You know, I'll get into one of the main problems, and this is a problem that everyone's going to be pretty much nodding your heads at. And that is that there's too many pay-per-views. You see, one of the things that I could enjoy, I might have missed a few Raws, but I never missed a pay-per-view. Never. I think the only time I missed a pay-per-view was when Sting got screwed. That was the only time that I actually missed a pay-per-view. There was a pay-per-view, I think, after the whole Sting incident. As far as I'm aware, that's the only pay-per-view I've ever missed in my entire life. This year I missed fucking half a year. No, not even that. I missed an entire year of pay-per-views. You know, and really, I didn't miss anything. There's too many pay-per-views. I'm sorry, but there was. You know, it was like nearly every week it was like, watch this in the UK, or watch this when Kevin Owens... I'm like, I just don't care. You know, like, why would I pay for the network, you know, when I could be getting more entertaining things out of this? You know, this year, I've been watching Dragon Ball Super. I know a lot of people criticized it, but I actually enjoy it. I've been watching a lot of programs. I've been playing a lot of games. Grand Theft Auto. I've been playing a lot of games. I've been doing other things outside of professional wrestling. And I decided to do this as an experiment to see, can I walk away from professional wrestling and will I see much of a difference? And the answer is I have. I've seen a major difference. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. There's really no point in me coming back. There isn't. I'm sorry, but there really isn't. There's nothing to say anymore unless something big happens. Then yeah, but there's been no news. Like WWE news, there's nothing. Really. You know, oh, but Jinder Mahal won the WWE Championship. I don't care. The man's on roids. He's got tits. He's got tits. Okay? And I see all these people like praising Jinder Mahal. By the way, can I address the Jinder Mahal thing? I know like a lot of you have been asking me to... I'm sorry, but Jinder's on roids. He's got big veins. I even watched him, and his health is gonna deteriorate. I seen him on like some YouTube channel where like he's trying to like lift that and stuff. He's like trying to lift that, and he said he's sore here and he's sore there, and his health is gonna deteriorate. Trust me, that look is gonna mess that man up. I'm telling you right now. I've seen pictures of him online. The guy's is on something. If it's not roids, it's something else. You know, that's all it really is. That's what all it boils down to. Now, I'm saying that for play to Jinder Mahal, because unlike other people in this roster, he had a desire to win the championship. I don't mean this in a weird story sense. He actually, you know, despite, you know, a few of them there, he actually worked hard to get to that point. But no one in this roster is even remotely doing it. You had Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens complaining that they weren't on the roster, and apparently they walked out on a pay-per-view. I mean, it's just a joke. Like, even the Shield reunion didn't even make me want to come back. Even the Shield reunion. Now, a lot of you will know about Wrestling Jesus. Wrestling Jesus walked out. He was explaining, I'll post the link in the description below, but he was saying that whenever he was trying to watch it on Christmas Day. I don't know how you did it, WJ. I couldn't do that shit. But WJ wanted to watch it, and he missed his whole Christmas night to watch this shit, because it makes people go to sleep. I mean, fucking everyone says about meth and fucking drugs and alcohol and shit. I'm sorry, but Raw's bad for your health. It is. You know, it really is. It messes you up, and whenever you're in this community, you become a possessive little twat. Because I remember, listen, let me put it this way. I remember when I was young, okay, and I was like 18, 19, and I was on Enter Arena, and I had the desire to make really great content because I had stuff to work with. I had news to work with. Despite what people might say about 2010 and 2009, in terms of online content, there was actually shit to actually work with. Now, starting from last year, probably 2016, I was like, and then a lot of you will notice then I started talking about the wrestling community a lot. I started doing the rant series and stuff, maybe on various fans and stuff. That worked out amazing, but there's only so much I can do with that. I think I've talked about everyone in the community now. Maybe I haven't, maybe people are saying about the Young Bucks and stuff, or I should do a Bullet Club rant and stuff. There's a possibility maybe in that. There's a possibility, but like I said, if I'm going to make content, I want to make it as good as possible. But, you know, in terms of Wrestling Jesus, I feel really... I feel for the guy. I feel for the Smart Busters, because you have to bear in mind, I know a lot of you have been watching content in the YWC, and you're like, well, just upload videos and stuff, but you have to bear in mind, imagine you this bored. You're bored watching it. That's probably why a lot of people watch the YWC, because they haven't watched it in ages. So then they watch somebody's reaction to it, and somebody taking the piss out of it, and they'd watch it and watch it and watch it. But here's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. The community in general is terrible. The entire fucking YouTube community is a joke. It really is. It's fucking horrendous. You know, it is. And I don't blame people for not uploading, because I can't. It's just there's no I don't have that desire to do that anymore. You know, and in terms of WWE in general, there's just nothing there. There's just nothing there. It's just terrible. Every single thing is just terrible. And I feel as if, you know, maybe I should move on from wrestling, possibly. You know, and I'll let you guys know what the deal is, but I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, and I want to give you a heads up, 2018 might be the end of the road for me on YouTube. Because there's nothing for me to talk about anymore in professional wrestling. You know, professional wrestling now has become a soap opera. It's a soap opera, but they've taken the violence out of it, and it's not fun anymore. It's just not fun. Like, it's just not fun to watch. It's a chore. It's an actual full-time job. It's a full-time job. And I'm sorry, but WWE ain't paying me, okay? And on another note, why would I be uploading all of this shit, you know, when YouTube don't even respect the community? YouTube just don't give a crap anymore. YouTube 2017 was one of the biggest falls in YouTube history, because they messed up everything. They blacklisted wrestling channels. That's what they did. They just don't care about us anymore. Nobody cares about wrestling. It's over. And it's just a joke at this point. It really is. It's a joke. It's just the whole thing is become terrible. And I really hope that they put some effort into the build up to the Royal Rumble. But I don't even really care anymore now. I don't care because I said this last year and the year after and the year after, and I'm just gonna, it's like watching Transformers, people. WWE's like watching Transformers. You know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get Mark what you call him? Mark, Wahlberg. You're gonna have Mark Wahlberg or Shia LaBeouf, I don't know, talking to a robot. You're just gonna get that. And that's what wrestling's become. It's become Transformers, people. It's Transformers. That's what it is. Robots in disguise, but instead it's Jinder Mahal's hairy nipples. That's what's happening, people. It's terrible. The whole thing is god-awful. I can't watch it anymore. Well, I mean, I just can't. And I don't blame the Smart Busters for wrestling, Jesus. And I've seen people saying, oh, it's not that bad. It's terrible. I mean, you know, you're gonna annul your mind to this tripe. You know, there is way better production, movies, games, and television shows than WWE. WWE is stuck in the 90s or the early 2000s, and TV now is in like fucking 2040. In the future, like some of the kids shows are a hell of a lot better than this. At least they treat children with some type of fucking dignity, and they actually fucking, like, some of the children's content is now better than professional wrestling. Some of these kids' fucking content's winning awards, for crying out loud. I'd rather watch the first season of Power Rangers than watch Raw anymore. It's terrible. Nobody watches it. I mean, you know, and it's just, I just feel as if, like, what's the main problem? The main problem is the roster. There's nobody I like on that roster. You know, unless maybe a Rock comes back or something, then maybe, but they just haven't put any effort on these new guys. They haven't given them anything. They're all the same. Like, it's just boring. It just is. And I just feel as if WWE now just hasn't put on any effort. You know, and you know, it's just a disgrace. Like, the whole thing is a disgrace. A lot of wrestlers will probably be looking outside WWE now because WWE is hyped up. WWE has hyped up the fucking indie shit so much that now you're gonna have wrestlers now try and jump on the indies and try and make more money. You know what I mean? And listen, I know Cody Rhodes, I know a lot of you might not like Cody Rhodes, but say what you will about the guy, but he's making a hell of a lot of money. A hell of a lot more in WWE. You know, and who's to blame for that? WWE. WWE have hyped up this fucking indie bullshit. And nobody cares anymore. I just don't care. You know, and it's not even, and I know the indies get a bad rap. I personally don't hate the indies as much as what maybe some people do. But I just feel as if they've lacked storyline. There's a lack of storylines, a lack of engagement. I'd rather watch John Cena's Nexus storyline than watch this crap. John Cena's Nexus storyline was a hell of a lot better than the shit we've seen this year. It's just idiotic, the whole thing. Everything about it is just terrible. Like, there's nothing to watch anymore. Which is why 2017 was a year that broke the YWC, the IWC, and the wrestling fan. Congratulations. Anyway, guys, I'd like to thank you so much for watching. I don't know what's going to be happening next in 2018. I don't even think there will be a community in 2018. I'll be straight up, and a lot of people think, oh, you're overreacting, Jerry. I'm serious about this. I don't think there's going to be a community. Like, I mean, can somebody step up or something? You know, like, I want to see maybe, this is going to sound cringy, right? But a lot of you might know, like, I want to see somebody in the community that actually puts a lot of effort in the videos. You know, like me in Wrestling Jesus and the Smart Busters, as well as other people in this community that actually put effort in their video. I want to see somebody step up a little bit. You know, I'm not talking about, you know, these people that fucking, you know, talk, like, it's fake opinions, you know, and they're fake smiles and they're fake subs. And then whenever you say something to them, you say, oh, hey, I disagree with that, and they go mental. Like, the community's dead, people. Like, you just don't know it yet. It's gonna die. It's dead. And I know that sounds really bad of me because I did say that the community isn't dead. Although, like, the thing is with, there was a video I did, like, saying about, YWC videos dying, and none of them had anything different to say. They all just said, yeah, community's dead, nobody likes us anymore. But see, that's not the thing with this situation. This situation is, people generally do like my content and YWC content in general, depending on the person. People do generally like that. But the difference is that the wrestling in general isn't giving us anything. Like, if it was actually terrible, laughably terrible, like Tommy was so terrible, I could work with it. But I can't because it's just boring. The whole thing is boring. It's just dead. And there ain't there's nothing that we can do about it. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel. Signing out. 2017, the year that broke the professional wrestling fan.